When my friend Peter told me that we were going to spend 7 days in Guatemala filming for the tourism board, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of jealous. But when he asked me if I wanted to join along and help document the journey, I could not pass it up. This entire trip was curated by the Guatemala Tourism Board to show the best they have to offer, from the colonial cities to active volcanoes to Mayan ruins and incredible food. Let's get started. We started off our journey by flying to Guatemala City and getting a taxi to Antigua. Antigua literally means ancient or old Guatemala. Originally the capital city of Guatemala until a devastating earthquake in 1773 damaged most of the city. Then in 1776 the capital moved to Guatemala City, therefore giving it the name Antigua. I'm so fascinated by colonial cities like this, it just makes me feel like I can step back into the past and experience a small piece of the life the locals used to live. It was pretty wild to me that from the street you just see a bunch of walls, and when you step behind the walls of the street you really have no idea what's on the other side. Like our hotel. We stayed at Hotel Porta. It was chosen for us by the tourism board, and the best way I could describe it is like this tropical paradise in a city. It was magnificent. I could not have been happier. These rooms are nice size, very clean. You walk out on your balcony and you have this amazing view of the pool and all the tropical plants. If you stay here in Antigua, I'd highly recommend checking out the local Starbucks. It's one of the top 10 most beautiful Starbucks in the world, and it's styled like a traditional Guatemalan patio and features tons of local art. If you're not careful, you will walk right by it and miss it. It's a whole vibe. I wish I could have spent the whole day here. Alright, now to the volcano hike, the part you've all been waiting for. There are 3 volcanoes right next to each other and a few different hiking options with different names, so it's important to understand the difference. First is Acatenango, Fuego, and off in the distance you see Volcano de Agua. Acatenango is the mountain where the base camp is. Fuego is a volcano right next to that you see erupting here.
One of the things I love particularly about this hike is you're almost guaranteed to see the volcano erupt because it erupts every 15 to 30 minutes.
There are only 2 options to get to base camp. First is hiking all the way to the top, which can take 6 to 8 hours, or you can take a 4x4 truck. Both options require a guide and are paid. Once you get to the base camp, there are a few hiking options. First, you can start at sunset and finish in the evening and have beautiful night views of the volcano erupting. Or you can start at 4 a.m. like we did and hike through the night and watch the sunrise from the top of Fuego. And you can either hike Fuego for a closer view like this.
Are you serious right now?
Or you can hike to the top of Acatenango and have a wider view of Fuego and the surrounding areas. This has to be some of the best drone footage of my life. The views are unreal, and like I always say, videos just don't do it justice. This will forever be a core memory for me, hiking under the stars and revealing this incredible view.
Now let's journey back. What else does Guatemala have to offer us? So I'm here to look out in Santa Catarina, and you can see off in the distance a lot of the different shades of blue, and the local art project decided that they could bring a lot of the history and art cultures to the village. Their goal was to reach 260 homes painted like this, and they're like 247, so they're almost there. It's actually very exciting to see and learn about the culture and the history and how they're keeping their heritage and their culture and revamping this area and making it beautiful again for people like us. Quick boat ride across to check out the mountains. Should be fun. Let's go.
Our journey continues to a small town on the edge of Lake Atitlan.
Gracias. Muchas gracias, señor. What is this town?
San Juan La Laguna, Shekuku Aba. That's the Mayan name of this, which means the village under the pot, because there's a legend about there on the mountain, there's a big boat that's just providing water to the lake. And look, that's the viewpoint we're going.
I think it's always better to let the tour guide explain. I'm not sure I introduced Hydro or Monica yet. Hydro is an incredible tour guide. He was with us most of the trip. So much fun and a wealth of knowledge. If you're interested in booking a guide, you can use Jaguar Tours, who we use. Their info is in the description below. And Monica's from the tourism board. She was with us from the moment we landed at the airport to the moment we flew out, and she literally made all of this possible for us, to say the least. So we just arrived at San Juan La Laguna, and it is a must-see, one of my favorite little towns that we visited.
Such a vibe.
Such a vibe.
Not a lot of tourists. A little bit of tourists, not a lot. And we're gonna take a tuk-tuk all the way up. Check out the music.
Desde el municipio de San Juan La Laguna, departamento de Solola, Guatemala.
Guys, check this out. Are you kidding me?
There's so many streets in this town decorated like this, each of them a little different. It was so much fun to walk around, and to my surprise, there were not a lot of tourists, which made getting photos and videos pretty easy. And of course, Peter and I being a little extra with the Insta360 on the tuk-tuk. Alright, so let's take a 2-minute tuk-tuk to Kaqasiiwaan Scenic Overlook.
How was it?
That was fun. I felt like I could have tipped it over. But it was cool. It was fast.
Muchas gracias, señor. So now,
That's the point we're getting.
up there.
We're going up there.
How are we getting up there?
Walking.
More hiking.
The people here are so nice and so much fun. If you just stop and talk to them, you won't regret it.
You told her that she asked if I was Guatemalan.
Yeah.
And you told her I was looking for a wife to make me Guatemalan.
That's what she said. Is he Guatemalan? Is he from Guatemala City? Yeah.
So then she said, it's the culture,
Yeah.
right? You have to go up and get the wood.
Get wood. Yeah, it's an old tradition to go and bring wood, and this way we call it mecapal. It's like it's not the wood meaning, it's the effort the man do to go up to the hill and bring the wood for the family's women. Yeah,
Means you're a man ready for marriage.
that's right.
Alright, so let's hike to the top and get some wood. Maybe I can find me a wife.
So this morning, we woke up on the other side, which you can't see. It's kind of foggy. Yeah. And we took the boat to here, which you guys saw that cinematic boat footage.
There's a legend about a red man, like a red kind of gnome, which is protecting these lands and fields. Yeah. And if you cut down trees, he will come, he will appear, and he will make you get lost. Yeah, you can see it there.
The views from the top should have been a little better. There happened to be some wildfires off in the distance, so there's a bit of fog, but I would do this hike again. Super easy and worth the small hike for the views. Monica actually set up many private and interactive tours for us along this trip, ranging from coffee, chocolate, textiles, to fabrics. I'm not going to show you all of them, but this one was pretty neat. Here Maria's showing Peter and I how to turn cotton into yarn. Let's just say I think I'll stick to making videos. Then Maria showed us how to make clothing and blankets. It's pretty wild to see how involved this process actually is, and that they're still doing it every day, and it supports their local economy.
Push down. Remove it. That's the data. Introduce again. And push down. And my yarn is based.
Then we went to a chocolate tour and learned about cacao. Then the lady showed us how they dry the seeds and hand grind them up on the plate to make chocolate paste. Before we continue, I have to ask about white chocolate. I love it. Some people hate it. Is it even real chocolate?
The white chocolate, not chocolate. It's a fake chocolate.
One of my favorite things about all of these tours is always getting to try new things.
Very good. So the 100 is what, like,
No, not sugar.
okay, can I try that one? That's not considered dark chocolate.
Yes,
It
the
is just
dark
dark
chocolate.
chocolate. Some with milk and then the white. Milk chocolate. Gracias. That's good. That's good. Do you like white chocolate?
No.
Why
My
not?
favorite is the 70.
70? Oh, you should have told me that at the beginning. Why is 70 your favorite?
70 is not bitter and not sweet.
Thank you. Yeah. You can eat that all day.
Yes.
Enough of the tours. Now we're going to journey all the way back to Guatemala City to catch a flight where we will travel to the world famous Tikal National Park and some other hidden gems you won't find on social media.
We made it after a very long
Bumpy
Long-
ride.
Want to introduce you to Noel?
Hi, yes,
He's our tour guide.
we are in Washington. It's one of the most interesting historically of the Maya.
Opportunities like this is what do it most for me. Obviously, the popular spots are popular for a reason, but to be able to have a special opportunity and the special tour with no one else and have the freedom you're about to see is unreal to me, and I cannot even believe we got to do this.
I cannot believe that I'm literally standing, touching Mayan ruins, and no one else is here.
Washington is located within Tikal National Park. It's just 12 miles north of the larger and more famous ruins. One of the crazy things about this trip that we haven't even really talked about is all the wildlife and crazy plants, and so many monkeys. Let me turn on the music so you can hear how loud they are. I don't know if we just got lucky at Tikal with there being so few tourists, or if Monica pulled some strings for us, but watching this, Peter and I almost look like real influencers. I could literally end the video right here and be so happy, but we still have a few more things to see, and trust me, stick around, it's worth it.
And for our final day, we are starting off with a boat tour, but it's totally worth it. Look at this.
Albert Einstein said, "Curiosity has its own reason for existing. The important thing is not to stop questioning." And that's what I love about traveling. What seems so normal to these people seems so extraordinary to us. Oftentimes in life, we fail to value what we have so much access to.
After about a 10-minute hike up, we made it to the top of this actually Mayan ruin archaeological site. You can see the mountains, or you can see the islands. It's beautiful, so peaceful. Hear the birds chirping. So super easy, nice little fun 10-minute hike. Now we're going back down to the boat.
After leaving there, we decided to go to the island and grab some lunch. We ran into the most adorable kids you've ever seen in your life. As our trip in Guatemala is coming to an end, we finished it off with one of the best meals I've ever eaten. The owner of this restaurant offers traditional dining experiences that are about $50 per person, but totally worth it. The food kept coming and coming And coming. And coming. Then the meal arrived and we were so stuffed.
This is a new avenue for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a.
I need a whole new Instagram.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a food vlogger now.
Dessert is coming after this.
Dessert is after.
Alright, I'm just gonna stuff myself, so.
This had to be one of the best meals in all of Guatemala. For the sake of time, I'm not gonna show you this whole meal, but it was by far spectacular.
Now we're gonna go sign the bench. If you come, you gotta sign the bench and find my name. I didn't know Guatemala had so much wildlife, culture, history,
Volcanoes.
volcanoes.
Good
Like,
food.
yes, there's so much to do here,
Yeah.
so much to see, and it's so beautiful. Thank you for having me, Peter. Thank you for being famous and for bringing me along. Monica, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And made a friend, made a lifelong friend. It's great for you. You had a good time. Monica's a trooper. She came on this trip to support us
Active hiker.
with two guys that she had never met before or didn't know anything about.
Nor is she accustomed to hiking tall volcanoes.
And
Yeah.
how was it? Was it okay?
Great.
We didn't put you through too much?
No, I love it.
Have we
She loves
changed your life forever?
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Yeah.
have changed your life?
Yeah, definitely.
What
Really?
have we changed?
A lot.
What do you think you will be different now that you had this week with us in your life?
Maybe I gained confidence to do things that I'm not used to,
Good.
and to go out there and do whatever.
Good.
Oh, I
And
like
do it
that.
slowly. Yeah.
Good. We had a great time.
Thank you.
We appreciate you coming along with us. Made a lifelong friend. We'll see you again.
Yeah.
Maybe in another country. Maybe back in Guatemala. We don't know.
Come to Los Angeles.
All right. Let's get home.